The M2A4E1 is equipped with the Iron Fist active defense system, capable of engaging third-generation tanks, from being considered the worst battlefield weapon. The M2 has evolved into the US Army's most powerful infantry fighting vehicle. However, the journey to this position has not been easy. From battlefield disaster to a symbol of power. When people mention the M2 Bradley, many immediately think of the famous Battle of Basyir during the Gulf War. However, before this conflict, the M2 was already known, but not for its strength, rather for its reputation as the battlefield disaster. Prior to the Gulf War, the US media ranked the 10 worst battlefield weapons, with the M2 topping the list. The main reasons for this included high cost, a limited troop capacity unable to carry enough infantry, weak firepower, its tall design making it vulnerable to attacks. In short, the M2 was considered a heap of junk at that time. Historic victory at Basyir. However, real combat proved otherwise. During the Battle of Basyir on February 26, 1991, two M2 battalions from the 2nd Brigade of the 1st Armored Division of the US Army destroyed 29 T-72 tanks and dozens of armored vehicles from the Tawakalna Armored Division of the Iraqi Army. Meanwhile, the M1 Abrams tanks managed to destroy only 28 enemy tanks. The M2 Bradley played a key role as a rapid assault force, working in tandem with tanks to penetrate enemy rear lines, break through defensive positions, and cut off supply lines and retreat routes for the Iraqi forces. The M2 crew utilized the 25mm autocannon and TOW missiles, taking advantage of terrain features like sand dunes to hide. They exposed only the turret to fire, then quickly moved to a safe position to prepare for subsequent attacks. Performance beyond expectations. During the 100-hour offensive, the M2 covered distances ranging from 160 to 450 kilometers across the desert, maintaining an operational rate of over 90% with few mechanical issues. By the end of the war, only 20 M2s were lost, with 3 destroyed by the Iraqi military and 17 hit by friendly fire from US forces. This performance led us, Secretary of Defense Dick Cheney, to declare, "No weapon in the US Army performed better than the Bradley in the recent battles." Ongoing improvements. Based on battlefield lessons, the M2 has undergone continuous upgrades across various versions. M2A1 1985 equipped with TOW missiles, night vision sights, and protection against chemical, biological, and nuclear weapons. M2A2 1988 enhanced armor with reactive and passive armor layers, capable of withstanding 30mm autocannon fire and RPG rounds. Improved engine with 600 horsepower and a new transmission system. M2A2 odds post-Gulf War integrated laser rangefinder, military GPS, and thermal sighting systems. M2A3 2000 comprehensive digital upgrade, including a computer-controlled fire control system and battlefield communication systems, with the ability to share data with other platforms in the operational area. M2A4 ready for the future. The latest version, the M2A4, focuses on addressing core issues. Enhanced armor protection without significantly increasing weight. Improved engine and power systems. The M2A4 is equipped with lighter armor, improved suspension and shock-absorbing systems, a more powerful engine 675 horsepower, and a 27.7 kW generator, ensuring power for modern equipment and the active defense system. Iron Fist active defense system. This is one of the key upgrades, significantly enhancing battlefield survivability, especially against mobile anti-tank missiles and close-range weapons. A key role on the modern battlefield. The M2 is not just an infantry fighting vehicle but also an essential support force for tanks. Thanks to its modern sensors, the M2 often detects targets before the M1 Abrams and provides accurate coordinates for destroying enemy forces. In the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict, even the older M2A2 version has performed excellently. Near Stepov, 2 Ukrainian M2A2s destroyed a T-90M tank in just 10 minutes, despite the T-90M's strong reactive armor. The M2 strategy involved using the 25mm cannon to destroy the T-90M's observation and control systems, disabling its crew's combat capabilities, then forcing the crew to abandon the vehicle. Conclusion. The M2 Bradley, once seen as an underestimated weapon, has risen to become a symbol of power and resilience on the battlefield. With continuous upgrades, the M2 continues to play a crucial role in modern warfare, ready to counter new threats. In the coming decade, the M2 Bradley will remain an indispensable part of the U.S. military forces,